Hello friends, this video is about comparing different farming systems. The farming system is an ordered combination of crops grown, livestock produced, husbandry methods and cultural practices followed. Farm means an area of land and is buildings which is used for growing crops and rearing animals. It is devoted primarily to agricultural processes with the primary objective of producing food and other crops. It is the basic facility in food production. Farming system or in general system means set of interrelated, interacting and interdependent elements acting together for a common purpose and capable of reacting as a whole to external stimuli. It is unaffected by its own output and it has external boundaries based on all significant feedbacks. The farming system concept consists of inputs, processes, outputs, and feedback. Inputs are the factors that a farm need to work. Inputs can be divided into two groups. One is physical input and the other one is human or cultural input. Physical inputs are naturally occurring things which as water, raw materials and land. Human or cultural inputs things like money, labor and skills. Processes are the action which the farm that allows the inputs to turn into outputs. Processes could include things like milking, harvesting, spraying, etc. The farming system has different components like labor, livestock, crop, water, soil and other related issues. Functions within limitation of capability, resources or social cultural settings. It is interacting with physical, biological and economical factors, managing agricultural activities or even non-farm activities. All the systems comes under farming system. This is a system to show the sustainability. To call anything as sustainable, or if we consider anything as sustainable agriculture, we have different components like environment, economic and social factors should put their hands together to call it as sustainable. And along with that, socio-economic or social economic factors should bring together. The environmental factors like natural resources, environmental management, pollution prevention like air, water, land waste management, economic factors like profit, cost savings, economic growth, research and development. Then economic social factors like business ethics, fair trade, workers' right. Then social factors like standard of living, education, community, equal opportunity. The other interacting factors are socio-environmental and environmental economic factors. Socio-environmental factors like environmental justice, natural resource stewardship and locally and global stewardship. The other thing is environmental economic that consists of energy efficiency, subsidies or incentives for the use of natural resources. Coming to the broad classification of farming system, there are three kinds. One is traditional, semi-commercial system and commercial system. Traditional system has shifting cultivation and related bush fallow system and nomadic herding. The semi-commercial system consists of cropping systems like rice-based, root crops-based, grain legume-based, then mixed system like silviculture, silvipastoral or agri-silvipastoral. The commercial system is divided into perennial crops and livestock. In perennials, that consist of either plantations or agroforestry, and livestock is nothing but ranching. This is an old classification, or we can say a one kind of classification. The modern classification is divided as subsistence farming system, conventional farming system, then alternative farming system, specialized farming system, and integrated farming system. In alternative farming system only, organic farming system, agroecological farming system, bio-intensive, biodynamic, permaculture, and natural farming. Coming to integrated farming system, here I am taking the farming systems in random because this video is exclusively to compare the systems like natural farming as well as the commercial and integrated farming system. Here in the integrated farming systems, the components are the uh, first group we can classify rice, cassava, oil palm, sugar palm, and sugar cane that is interacted with ducks, pigs, we can say piggery, duckery, buffaloes, or like livestock management. Then family and market system is interrelated to all those things. Then biodigesters, ponds and waters, and the other things like nutrients, residual byproduct biomass, excreta, and nutrients. All these things are interrelated with food, fuel, etc., which are the basic human needs for day to day life. Coming to the commercial farming system, this is in the modern agriculture practice, commercial farming holds very important role. Farms that are operated with the goal of producing more than the owner's need for or personal use, this excess in inputs is sold for profit. Commercial farms are often involve large tracts of land. An example would be the large wheat farms of the prairies. Commercial farms are capital intensive, meaning they use more money and machinery than humans. The main problem with commercial farming is monoculture. Because of this, or we can say the modern dairy system, or any modern kind of managing the uh, systems, either it may be agriculture or animal husbandry or anything. The major problem with this is the humanity. Somewhere we are lacking humanity in commercial farming, just like if we are concentrating on the monoculture, we are just declining, or we are just going to destroy the diversity of different crops. And if we are going into animal husbandry, we are not respecting the animals feelings. This is just a picture of commercial farming. It may be under protected cultivation, or in the field conditions. Coming to the natural farming. Recently, I visited a natural farming field which is in Davangere district, and a person called Raghav, he is managing, or he is handling that particular field. And here there is a diagram how he is managing the crop. In his field, he is not using either the pesticides or chemical fertilizers or the organic fertilizers, no weed management or no cultivation. The field is very nicely managed, otherwise it is unmanaged because there is no field activities. In this field, here there is a diagram. This field, there is a live fencing. Live fencing means the waste coconut branches are taken, and that is used for the this one fencing, and the glycidia plants are planted at every 1 meter distance. After that, if we take the inside portion, there is a trench which is used to penetrate or to percolate the water, and for the rainwater harvesting. After that 1 meter, there are different forest trees. He has managed mahogany, ebony, whatnot. He has every kind of forest tree, even teak, nilgiri, and all those things. Then in his field, he has planted all the exotic kind of fruit trees, indigenous kind of fruit trees, like the seeds which are dispersed with the help of birds or animals. He has plantation crops, we can say in better words, like multi-storied plants. Many vines are just getting towards these big trees, that is just meeting the requirement of his daily diet. He has natural kind of toilet, managed many kind of turkey, fowl, and chicken. With this only, the beautiful part of this is how the things are managed. He planted the vines and vegetables in such a way that in every month he should get that particular amount of vegetables, either for his daily intake or for marketing. Here I am showing some of the beautiful photographs of his farm. This is his house and toilet and the way they cook. In the right side picture you can find a natural oven. Here with 2 hours of continuous fuel supply. After closing this lid, it continuously acts as a oven. We can bake bakery foods or anything, or we can just roast the chicken or any other non-vegetarian items. Coming to the integrated farming system, the very next day after visiting the natural farming, I visited this one. This is integrated farming system. This is also in Davangere district. He is managing around 80 acres of land, beautifully managed. Even a single inch of land is also utilized for one or the other purpose. Here we go. We'll see how they are managing it. And to make you understand in a better way, I have given a small picture. I'll tell you in English because this is in Kannada. So the small hut, or we can say house, which indicates the integrated farming system, that is interlinked with the cropping system or livestock management or forestry trees or horticulture things, farm mechanization, protected cultivation, sericulture, managing other things like goats, mm, like chicken, poultry, and other things. He is also having his own bee or honey production system. Then he is the principle behind this integrated system is soil and water management or conservation. Then using or preparing our own fertilizer for our land, that is a kind of organic fertilizer. And the third principle of this is continuous availability of income, that may be on day basis, month basis, once in a fortnight, or for 3 months, for a year. How, I'll tell you. If we are going for livestock management, we will, with the help of or by selling the milk, we can get the daily income. And if we'll go for other systems, like they have nira production. I have mentioned about the nira in the given description of this video. Nira is just a kalpamrita, or we can say it's a drink prepared out of coconut. It's not coconut milk, it is prepared from that coconut inflorescence without fermenting it. If it is fermented, means it is called as toddy, but before fermenting it is very nutritious, highly nutritious, and very good for health, even for the diabetic patients. Okay, so we'll move to the next one. Here it goes. He is having worm, like he is having silkworm rearing, even vermicomposting, with what he is producing his own fertilizer. Goat, sheep. Then in the center picture you can see the coconut tree is beautifully tied with different tires. Why he has made so? This tree is specially meant for that nira production, means harvesting that nira, because for getting the nira, a person has to climb the tree twice a day, and they are making lot of income with the help of this nira. So they have put this tire in order to enable even a layman to climb the tree. This is Azolla cultivation. Azolla he is using for three purpose. One is as a vegetable, one to feed the livestock, and one is to prepare the compost or fertilizer. They have beautifully managed their orchard, or we can say their field. They have sun hemp to feed the livestock in order to improve the milk production. Then in this right side photo you can see a structure that is for goat cultivation, because if the goats are reared on the ground, it is becoming susceptible to different kinds of diseases. So to avoid that, they made a structure to maintain the goats about 1 or 2 feet above the ground. The another important thing is coconut waste product management. After taking they are having so many coconut trees, and after harvesting the coconuts, they are using each and every part of that particular nut. What they are doing is they are taking the inside portion, or we can say the endosperm, for oil extraction or as such to sell in the market. Then coconut shell, they are just left side you can find a pit kind structure. They'll put these shells into that pit, they'll just burn it, and the charcoal what they get out of it, they are just marketing it to the hotels to get more heat out of it. That is the second thing. And the coir, or we can say the structure or the waste material, rest of the waste material they use in the greenhouse or beneath the trees to conserve the moisture or to hold the excess moisture, that makes the microenvironment strong. This is how they are managing the greenhouses. They have around 1.5 acres of greenhouse, which is exclusively used for mulberry cultivation, because they are having they have given preference to sericulture also. They are rearing silkworms, and for continuous supply of that a leaf to the silkworm production, they are managing it in the greenhouse structure, and they are getting lot of profit out of from this one. This is one more photograph where they are growing maize in hydroponic system. If maize is coming or the seedlings, if it is coming 2.5 or 3 centimeters, or we can say around 5 to 10 centimeters, means they are just cutting it and providing it to animals, or either for sheep or goat, or to livestock, means any kind of livestock they are using it. And this is entirely with the help of hydroponics, and they are telling this is also increasing the milk production up to 20%. This is very easy, because the trays whatever they are having, they are just putting the normal not the hybrid one, normal maize seeds, and from that they are obtaining the seedlings, and that seedlings is fed to the animals. This is their livestock management practice. Beekeeping, they have a big pond. Actually, this integrated farming system, the farmer what he is managing, it is a dry land. So he has to get water from some other source. He is having borewell somewhere else or in some other location. What he is doing, with the help of pipes, he is taking all the water to this big pond, and from there again the water is supplied to the 80 acres of land. you. I hope you liked this video and do not forget to subscribe my channel. Thanks once again.